Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life. And here I have a great article for you guys from Tulsa World. I'll leave a link to it in the description so you guys could check it out. So, Verizon is building a new 110-foot tower going up on Mingo Road. The commercial building permits show. I looked at the address. It looks more on the outer skirts of Tulsa, more rural-ish. So this is probably a big infill. So Verizon has to figure it out. The video that I made about T-Mobile and T-Mobile understanding the market better, understanding the average consumer better, I think Verizon needs to shift towards that as well. Now, I don't have confidence in the current leadership and management team to pull that off, right? The whole pulling off we have the most premium network. That's just, I don't think that's going to work anymore moving forward. Do I believe that Verizon will still have the better network? Yes, I have stated that in multiple videos. But that is not translating into the numbers that the street wants to see, the analysts want to see, and some of you guys want to see. The tech wireless enthusiasts. It hasn't translated. Churn is up. Losses have been reported. So that's just not a good place for Verizon to be in. So moving forward, like I said, they have to understand the market. They have to understand that their network is a part of it, right? But they have to be better at being more flexible, right? T-Mobile is advertising at the local credit unions. They're doing grants for the local communities. As far as I know, Verizon isn't doing any of that. So has Verizon gotten a bit too cocky? Maybe under the current leadership, that is a very strong possibility. Do they present the best network in a lot of these areas? Yes. But if AT&T, if T-Mobile are there and they're good enough, like I said, the average consumer does not care where the connection comes from as long as it works. And if it's cheaper and a better deal, then even better. And in some of these areas, Verizon will still need about 12 to 24 months to scale the network. So a lot of these areas, Verizon is probably still congested. They're probably sprinkle band 13 only sites, right? There are some sites that are band 13, band 4, and they will need to be upgraded with C-band and everything else they got in those areas in terms of spectrum licensing to make it a better experience. So if T-Mobile is there today with 2.5, that consumer is just going to get a better experience. And that's another issue for Verizon. They're not as upgraded and modernized in these rural areas where T-Mobile is now at with 2.5. So T-Mobile is soaking up that opportunity while Verizon still has to, gradually scale and spend money to scale in those areas. So that's another problem. But still, from a marketing perspective, T-Mobile just understands it better. Verizon is not there today. I've seen some of their marketing commercials. They're okay, but they're not the best, right? They're not the best that it could be. Now, again, T-Mobile, and I'll make a separate video on that. It seems that their marketing is resonating, their promotions is resonating. A lot of stores are reporting record-breaking numbers year over year versus Black Friday in 2022. And in just to inform you guys, in Q4 of 2022, T-Mobile posted 927,000 postpaid ads. And of course, that's just very small sample size again. But if these stores are reporting that they had records versus last year, T-Mobile could do more than 927,000 ads for the quarter. That would be big, but not far-fetched. That's what T-Mobile wants. They want to grow. That is what they're signaling to the market. That's what they're telling us. I'm hearing the four lines for $100 with the 4 iPhones. That's resonating. Big, huge deal. Lots of people are taking advantage of that. So that's something that T-Mobile does well. They know how to strike that balance. They understand the average consumer, and they understand that their network is getting better. We're obviously seeing Verizon's network getting better. You're seeing that here in this article. They're putting up a 110-foot tower in Tulsa. If I had to take a guess, probably a weak area, probably a big infill And again, the numbers are still negative for Verizon. So what does this really mean? Not much right now. They continue adding new sites, but they don't continue adding customers. So we'll see where Verizon goes from here. Like I said, I don't expect and have much confidence in the current management team to really turn that around. Are they going to be positive for Q4? Yes, but that doesn't mean anything. That's a big nothing burger. You can be positive in a Q4 holiday shopping, and you don't even have to try. Right? Verizon is throwing deals out there. They're heavy on the promotion side, and they probably will be for the rest of the quarter since T-Mobile is so aggressive. But, if they do 80,000 ads for the quarter, let's just say that's a hypothetical example, and that's double versus Q4 of last year, right? Q4 of last year, they added 41,000. Let's say they do 81,000. That's double, right? Verizon is going to make that a big stink. They're going to make that a big deal. Oh, we grew double the volume of last year. I'm going to say if that is the case, I'm going to say you suck. That is just piss poor. And you have to compare that to the competition. AT&T and T-Mobile, they can do 80,000 in one busy week, right? In some cases, depending, they can do that in a single weekend, I'm told. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. If the deals are good, right, and you got to look at the entire landmass of the U.S., if the deals are good, they can grow, 50, 60, 70, 80,000 lines in a weekend. That's 3 months. A quarter is 3 months. Verizon only comes in at 80,000 over 3 months. That's a bust. I'm going to say that in this video. It doesn't do any justice, in my opinion, for the network that they're building. The new leadership that takes over at some point, that's going to take over Hans and his team, they are going to be greeted and handed over a top-class network. Great C-band scale by the time they take over. Lots of CBRS, lots of millimeter wave, lots of small cells, lots of huge density. I'm told mini macros are going to start being deployed for infills. It is going to be fantastic of a network that the next leadership is going to take over. But Verizon currently, they can't figure it out. We'll see what happens. But let me know in the comments how you feel about it. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, follow my social media outlets. This is Tyrone with Tech Live. See y'all in the next one. Peace.